Hi, this is PC Roger, and today I'm doing a review on this Axis M1031-W network camera. Now the 1031-W is my choice to replace the old 207 series cameras, which have been very dependable and done a good job for us. But the 1031-W I'm looking at right now is a 640 by 480 color camera. It's got two-way audio, and the minimum illumination requirements in color are 1 lux, which is, pretty reasonable. It does have a PIR sensor and an LED to actually light the area in front of the camera in case the room is dark at the time that there might be a motion detection. That's really kind of a neat feature that we did not see before on the 207s. The camera also does a little bit more efficient network traffic protocol called H.264. Also does do motion JPEG and MPEG-4. Now with this camera you have both a wireless option and a wired option. And you might note on the camera itself there's no external antenna. Yet even though there is no external antenna, it still gets better Wi-Fi performance than the old 207 with the external antenna. And we're really happy about that. Now, as you can see, I kind of have a tendency to mount the cameras on a platform, and then we can just plug them in and use them really anywhere we want to, especially with the wireless feature. The 207 series had this style adapter and cord. It was okay, but we actually have a longer cord and a little bit nicer adapter, plugs in sideways to the outlet, working really well for us on the new 1031Ws. Now, one of the things I do want to stress about this 1031W is that it is a 640 by 480 camera. It's not a megapixel camera. If you want megapixel, you have to move up to the 1054, and that does not have wireless capability, but does have power over Ethernet. And that's a pretty nice feature as well. Now it does have a little bit higher lighting requirements, 1.2 lux versus the 1 lux, but it comes with additional alarm input and output terminals, which the 1031W does not have. Let's take a look at what we have in the box here. I'll take a good look at it now because I'll never get it back in the way it came. We have the camera. And again, even though there's no antenna, it does have wireless capability as well as wired capability. Dual mounting bracket. I kind of prefer to go with the wood platform. If we're mounting it on a wall or on a ceiling, you actually can flip the camera over if you want to, and that's okay. You can just flip the image inside the software, or you can just swivel it around either way. And again, we have kind of a little bit different styled power adapter, which works out a little better, and a nice long cord. In the bottom we have a little bit of mounting hardware, and for those of you who like to read them, instructions. Kind of rare to have an actual book come with anything anymore. It seems like everything comes just a PDF on a CD. Now once you get the camera all ready to go, and typically again I kind of like to set them up just temporarily on a little platform, get them plugged in and get them configured first. They do have a very nice web interface. The unit comes with a default username and password, and which I highly recommend that you change that. I believe also that the new 1031s have the capability for a longer, more complex password than the old 207s, and that's an additional feature, especially if you're going to put these actually available through the internet. Depending on what kind of a router or firewall you have, it's usually pretty easy also to redirect multiple ports into multiple cameras if you have a static IP or use some type of dynamic software, which I believe Axis even provides if you do not have a static IP and you have multiple cameras on an internal network that you want to be able to access from the internet. But again, I do highly recommend a complex password on those. Another nice feature of the Axis cameras are a user support forum and also email tech support that you can use to either answer questions, help overcome problems, or find even more innovative ways to use your Axis cameras for security, for fun, whatever you might be using them for. Well, that's it for this video. I just wanted to give you a nice overview of the Axis 1031W wireless and wired camera. We use a lot of them, as you can see, different models, but this is one of the best models for just a kind of overall multi-purpose camera for both security and just area monitoring. If you want to click the link down in the description of this video, it will take you straight to this camera's page at Amazon, so you look it over a little bit more, read other user reviews, and decide if it's the camera for you. Please come to my website, PCRoger.com, for other helpful advice on computers, mobile devices, and reviews on other products like these. Thanks for watching.